A live look at Acrisure Bounce House in the heart of beautiful Orlando, Florida. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Georgia Bulldogs and the UCF Knights. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
UCF has a unique stadium, the Acrisure Bounce House. Florida tries to get this going loud and proud in Orlando. It opened in 2007. Nearly 50,000 fans pack it in to make sure that is loud and crazy for the Golden Knights. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Dogs kicker headed toward the football, and their season is now officially underway. He'll bring it out. It's Farmer. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. They'll get the transfer rolling with an early carry. Breaks into the open. Big play in the running game, and they get him out of bounds right at the 50-yard line.
One of the things I love about these misdirection-type plays is that you can pull offensive linemen and get extra bodies at the point of attack. So you're setting yourself up with good angles if you execute it properly, David, and you saw it right there.
And saying the word angles means a lot because that's exactly what you do. Now I can block down, and I can leave somebody unblocked, pull around, kick him out, use mid.
Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
And that's what you're trying to do, not just in this game, but for the season. You're just trying to set the tone defensively, and they do that getting the sack. They feel good about their front seven and all the athletes they have. It'll be fun to watch this unit for the rest of this game and see how they do in one-on-one situations.
The Knights trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Back to throw, it's Barnett. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Escapes the pressure to his right. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
We're already in the first quarter, but already you get the feeling this could be a long day for this QB. He's already been sacked. He gets hit right there on the incomplete throw. They've got to find a way to do a better job up front of protecting this guy, or it's going to be difficult to put up points.
Dude, how about that boom? I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
They're backed up, 1st and 10 from inside their own 5, and they'll try to get this drive started. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Powers ahead, gets 4, he's down at the 10.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just went.
And he didn't squeeze it. It's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Nice heads-up play by the defense to jump on that ball after it got popped out.
He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. UCF hoping to get things rolling here on offense. They had to punt last time they had it. Highly unlikely that'll happen here, barring utter disaster. Great field position. The give on the counter. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Well, coming into this one, the offense knew a big key was going to be getting the ground game established. They haven't been able to do that yet. They punted on their opening drive, and they have a negative play here on the first play of their second drive.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. On the option. Oh, there's a loose football on the bad pitch. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
Hey, you know what's really easy? It's easy to say, hey, quarterback, run out there, pitch off of that guy, and now your running back gets to go play one-on-one with somebody else. It's got to all work timing-wise, and the defense did a great job flying up, nowhere to go. Make the play, make a quick decision, and you get the fumble and recover it in the backfield.
Dropping back, it's Stockton. Here comes the heat. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball. Guys, let's chat about Georgia. They start the season in the top 5, prime position to make a run. But what's the biggest danger there, Jesse?
Well, they need to avoid complacency. Top 5 tells me you've got potential.
There's a crease. The 40. Past the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
Man, I am a great play caller when I can hand it to guys like that, and he can go that far to the house, create big plays, showed you a little bit of vision, showed you a little bit of burners when he kicked it in gear and got the long touchdown run.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. Only took 2 plays to find the end zone on that drive, and gashing them on the touchdown run finished it off. Coming out with it, it's Farmer. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. It gets you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. From his end zone, trying to loosen up this D. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go with the ball.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and 4th down's coming.
Well, in a situation like that where it's 3rd and long, there's not a lot of plays to get that thing completed and keep the drive moving. So you're just trying to buy yourself some real estate and help your punter out.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. Does life get any better than this for an offense to start a drive with a 1st and goal? Here's Nate Frazier. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Dogs!
And he's in for his 2nd touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down here. He knows how to get in the end zone, and I love when you can run the football as you get closer to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. Fielded in the end zone, it's Farmer. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. They've gotten off to a sluggish start and need to put something together on this drive. Quickly complete and tackled there by the defense. The Knights come to the line in the hurry-up.
And this offense gets nothing done on that play, but look at them. They're continuing to run this tempo. They want to try to do something to get a spark going.
Hits the accelerator to the right. The 40, the 30, the 20. He's at the touchdown, UCF. Once he got some room, it was over.
And that's what makes this guy so dangerous. You get him the ball early, and he can do all the work after the catch. Phenomenal job in the open field. Uses the speed. It's a long touchdown. Man, it feels like an earthquake just went off here.
And it's so nice to have that guy that you can find, and he can make all that damage after the catch. And I tell you what, as a defense, you got to respect it. You got to get more eyeballs on him and more attention to him.
And right down the middle. And he's going to bring it out. Slips through the line. Oh, what vision. There he goes. Open it up. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. He is a field-flipping machine. Take it on one end, return it to the other.
And now you get to celebrate. What a beautiful job. We always talk about defense. We always talk about offense. But, man, when your special teams come through for you and score, it is huge, and it provides such a boost for the crowd.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Those opportunities, those returns like that can be such game changers, and everyone was right on point, and he took it to the house. Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds.
Right. So what's up? Slap. Stay ready. 1, 2, 3. Go.
Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Got it. Oh, he's got some space. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
This offense lining up now at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on 1st down. On target. On the move at the 30. Wide open space. Touchdown, Knights. Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they're down a touchdown, 21-14. Now, last drive didn't take long, just 2 plays to get it in. And the capper coming on that 48-yard touchdown dart. The Knights going to go ahead and call their first timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. It's recovered by the kicking team, and they'll steal a possession.
Man, that's got to sting. This returner wants to make a big play for his team, wants to make something happen. You don't get very many opportunities to do it in a football game, and he did the exact opposite. Created a huge momentum play for the other team. That one's going to sting a little.
And guys, the defense's head might be spinning a little bit after giving up that huge gain on the first play. A little too anxious along that offensive line. That'll be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. I guess an optimist could say it's still 1st and goal, and now you have a little more room to work with. Wants to throw. It's Barnett. Buys a little time. Just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense has it. They're on the move. And the quarterback tried to make something out of it with his legs, but instead, he turns the football over.
And this is what you like about the quarterback. You don't want to handcuff him. You want to give him the freedom and the flexibility to get outside and create. That's where he's brilliant. That's really the added element he brings this offense. You do need to reel him in with respect to the fundamentals and taking care of the football. It just has to do better moving forward.
He now has 79 yards on the ground in this first quarter. That is a terrific start. They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. He'll run it again. He gets it past the sticks, and Georgia has a first down.
Well, it feels like each and every year when you talk Georgia and their ability running the football, they are about as deep at that position in running back as anybody in college football. You look to last year, David, it felt like every game there was 5 or 6 guys. It was Nate Frazier and 4 other dudes all getting it done. They recruit so well at that position. They bring in fresh bodies. They wear defenses down. We expect that to be the same thing this year.
They do, but I tell you what, man, the highlighter to me, the top guy is Nate Frazier. And them keeping him this offseason, there was a lot of people that were trying to make him a very rich man. And I'm not saying he's not a rich man in Georgia, but, like, he is the superstar. He's got great feet. You saw him take next steps after his freshman year. And this guy really has dynamic quickness. He explodes through the hole, home run speed, doesn't mess around. He's really proven to be a great back.
He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play.
Well, on that last play, you'd like to see the quarterback be a little bit more accurate and give his guy a chance to make the play. That ball wasn't even close to his intended target's body.
Handoff for Frazier. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. The bounce house is rolling here on 3rd down, trying to help UCF. Gonna run it. It's Phillips. Stopped cold by this defense. They tried to fool him with the run, and nobody was buying it.
Linebacker linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming down?
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. On fourth down, looking to pass. Downfield and incomplete. The defense holds.
And I tell you what, I can justify when it's really short, but when it's fourth and medium on your side of the territory, man, that success rate continues to plummet down, and now they've just set this offense up in really good position.
UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you've got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. They'll move the wide receiver. Running inside. It's Watson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones. D linemen staying in their gaps. Linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Quarterback may change this route. We've reached the break, and Georgia is on top. Fireworks aplenty in this first quarter, and these two teams put up some numbers as we look at the stats. And I'm not going to argue if this production keeps up as we start the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Looks as if the defense was a little too eager there, got into the neutral zone, and that'll be a 5-yard penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Much more manageable situation for this offense after the penalty. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to pass. It's Barnett. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Unleashes to the end zone. Oh, what a play. It's intercepted. He'll try to take it back. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end zone on that return.
And you wonder if that interception is going to bring this guy back down to reality a little bit. He was lights out early in this game. Everything he was throwing was right on the money, and that might have been a decision where he got a little bit greedy, and David, the defense made him pay.
And this defense has seen it time and time. They've been throwing the football, having success. Nice job adjusting, breaking on the football, making a play. They needed to break serve. They needed something to happen to go their way to kind of mess this guy's rhythm up. That might be the start of it.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground, and they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a 3rd down and short. Looking to throw, it's Stockton. And they'll miss the connection here on third down.
And that's just a catch you got to make, right? It's third down. You've got an opportunity to make a play in the middle of the field. Butterfingers.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. They'll go with Frazier. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. It might be a gamble to go for it on fourth down. With that distance, it's a real gamble to keep it on the ground.
Yeah, I don't think the defense was ready for it. I know I certainly wasn't. I don't know about you guys. I thought that was going to be a throw, but it caught him off guard running the football, and they're able to keep this drive alive.
And I thought it was a good job by the quarterback, really seeing the drag route start to come across the field, and he puts the ball pretty much on the money. And you got to make that play. You got to make those catches to get this offense in a rhythm, to stay ahead of schedule. Those are ones he doesn't drop very often.
Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Fires to the tight end. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a fourth and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down?
Maybe a crease. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on fourth down, and they keep the drive alive.
Well, that's now the second time in this game that they've gone for it on fourth down, and they've got it running the football. So great job by the offensive line just getting it done.
On first down, Nate Frazier makes it past the marker. Touchdown, Bulldog! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. His third touchdown of this game and his third on the season.
I think you love starting the year off with some momentum, and that's exactly what this offense is doing. They're firing on all cylinders, defense doing their job as well. This team getting out the gates to start the season in great fashion.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. They went 54 yards on that last touchdown drive. And it was closed out by the fantastic 25-yard touchdown run. He'll bring it out. It's Farmer. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Knights start this drive as the offense looks ready to go. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Here's a give to Watson. Finds his way for 3 out to the 33.
And runs like that are like body blows in a boxing match. 4, 5, 6-yard gains early turn into 20, 30, 40-yard gains later. They really wear down defenses, and they test their physicality.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Making side adjustments here. Back to the ground with the running back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Third and 6 yards to go. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Makes the grab. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The Knights are in the hurry-up.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that third down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going.
Makes the grab in their space. The tap. To the house. Touchdown, UCF.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And the score coming on the touchdown pass from 55 yards out. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He's finally dragged down, but what a return as he takes it out to the 46. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. To the air, it's Stockton. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. UCF wants to take a moment. They use their 2nd timeout. And now everybody chiming in to figure out how to play this 4th down. Georgia sends out the punt team. He shanked it. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the official spot it. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. He wants to change this route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Escapes the pressure going right. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Quarterbacks have a hard job. They got to drop back and try to see the whole field and then see the rush coming to him. But you can tell he did a really good job scrambling outside the pocket, improvising, making a play with his feet, and then getting the 1st down.
They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. They'll give it to Watson. Got a little grass. He now has 56 yards rushing in this 1st half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener.
Man, coaches talked about they want to get this running back involved early and often and create some momentum, and this is a great way to do it. Early in this football game.
Snags it, and he's open. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
And you can see just how explosive this offense is. It doesn't matter what they do. Whether they're throwing the ball, whether they're running the ball, they've had some balance, but they can pick up yards in chunks. You're seeing it happen. A really nice completion there. They ran at the plate.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And you try to catch him off balance, maybe on first down and goal right here, a situation where maybe you sneak in a pass. Defense was ready, got the sack. Now you got to be a little bit more creative now that you got the negative play. The offense, I know you've worked this all week. You got to get ready to execute in the red zone.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass, it's Barnett. Unloads to the wideout. Wideout trying to get it in.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
3rd and goal, where the strong come through. He'll try to get to the marker himself. A big stop from this defense as they force a 4th down and a decision coming right now. Now the Knights will call their 3rd and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. Perfect. The lead now trimmed to 28-24.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And a special teams miscue as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Lofts one high and deep. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trusting your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Defense playing a bail technique. Off-play action. Takes a hit as he fires. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters into book 10. Time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Gentlemen, so much excitement around a brand new season, and we're excited to get you caught up on everything here in Week 1. Let's begin with a look at Wake Forest versus the Akron Zips. And it's the Demon Deacons looking to win their home opener. They haven't had a ton of success with that in recent years, but they've got the lead right now in the first half.
They'll give to Frazier. Makes him. He smashes his way through again. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. Oh, look out on the right. Touchdown, Bulldog. He shed tackles right and left and housed it.
David, this guy's showing us everything he's got in his toolbox. Between the tackles, running outside, the elusiveness, the vision, the speed, the patience. And with that home run, now has over 200 yards rushing in this game.
And there's nothing more frustrating than a guy that just keeps coming and keeps coming. They keep feeding him, and he keeps breaking tackles. He keeps making big plays. This defense has had absolutely no answer for that stud. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead.
And the extra point is good. They're up 35-24. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Hoping to get things rolling here on offense. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The Knights want to crank the tempo. Dropping back, it's Barnett. Under fire, and it's a sack.
Well, you got to give this defense credit. They have hemmed him in all game. There has been nothing for this guy running the ball, whether it's been designed QB runs or on scrambles, and a nice job there with great effort. Taking the angles away, they're able to hone in on him and get him down for a massive loss on that sack.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. The Knights will send out the punt unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Nice directional kick there, like a solid iron shot. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the middle. Complete with conviction on the crosser. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good to great, and you've seen that with
maybe some room here. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. There he goes. Got some room, entered to the goal line. Runs it into the house. Touchdown, Bulldogs. He scores for the 5th time in this game.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
He'll bring it out. It's Thomas. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. UCF offense ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory. Turns it on down the left side. He's at the 40. Running inside the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Knights!
We're in the second half of this game. You're trailing, David. No surprise there. You got to throw the ball to the guys that are making plays for you. He had already had a touchdown catch. That's number 2 now. And if they're going to get back in this game, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Hey, man, I mean, keep finding him. He keeps making plays, keeps catching the football. And listen, when you find that matchup outside that works, that you can depend on, I don't blame quarterbacks for going back to them time and time again.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. They'll snag it just inside the 10. And the return man is stopped, and that'll leave it up to the offense on the next drive. Here comes the Georgia offense, ready to go on the attack. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Rumbles across the 10, down at the 12-yard line after a pickup of 6. 6-yard pickup on first down, leaves him with 2nd and 4. Frazier again. They make the tackle, but he's got enough to give Georgia a first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on.
He lobs one high down the left side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. At the 40, there he goes. Got some room to run.
And the defense makes a big play, and you could see the quarterback. Once he bought time, started to roll to his left, the defense all reacts, comes to that side of the field, breaks on the football. He couldn't put enough mustard on it because he was running to his left. Defense takes advantage, forces the interception.
The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. To throw, it's Barnett. Blasted as he lets it go. Can't hold on. He had it right down the middle, and he flat dropped it.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Into the third quarter of this opening week of the season, it's now 2nd and 10. Might be changing the route. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And the QB going with a little bit of touch, trying to feather that thing up in the air and give his receiver a chance to go up high and try to get over top of the defender. Nice job by the defense, seeing the football, breaking on it, and getting the ball on the ground.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Here's a heat. Throws to the wideout. Complete to the left. Breaks a tackle, and he might have room. Touchdown, UCF! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. Nice grab to get that squiff kick inside the 10. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive.
Wow, they narrowly avoid disaster there. They fumble the kick return, and if that goes to the other team, all the momentum is no longer with them. So a nice job being able to pounce back on that. The head coach breathing a huge sigh of relief.
Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Breaks free in the middle. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Georgia! He's in the house for the 6th time in this game. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Here's Duke one more time. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
The offense in its own end still needing a couple of yards for the first down, but they'll stay out there and go for it on 4th. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. They were willing to spin that wheel of fortune in their own territory, and it paid off.
And it came up good. I mean, I think you see the aggressiveness by these offenses now, willing to go for it on their own territory, and I like it because they got it.
The Knights with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Barnett. Makes the catch, it's Thomas. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Tight end now in motion. The run inside. It's Watson. And he doesn't find much running room. A short gain on the play. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
Here we go. Ready, go.
Keeps it himself. Finding some room. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this 3rd period. Headed for the 4th quarter now, and this quarterback battle looks like this. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the 4th quarter. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking downfield on first down. Just missed on the connection, incomplete.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down.
Booster, booster! Western, Western! Bubba, Bubba!
Back to pass, it's Barnett. The throw. Missed his receiver there, it's incomplete.
Well, give the defense credit because they're forcing this quarterback to throw into very small windows under duress.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. On the move at the 30. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29.
And even though they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, they've got a quarterback that can bring them back, but they need him now to play his A-plus level of football. You saw a nice completion on that last third down. Let's see if he can keep it going.
They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Quarterback keep, and he couldn't find any room to breathe. What a great job on the run fits by this defense. Following that run, we have a player who is shaken up. Looks as if it's their senior quarterback who's down on the play, and that is a guy they can ill afford to lose. We'll have Holly check on his condition shortly. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 13.
Well, trailing like they are right now in the fourth quarter, their execution offensively is just going to have to be at a premium. You can't afford a lot of incompletions at this point. Everybody is going to need to be on the same page moving forward.
The Knights have it with a 1st and 10. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw, it's Jenkins. He's got it on the run. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And I know, having talked to the quarterback before the game on the field, he was telling me, if I can just get this guy the ball, good things can happen. I think you saw it right there. Nice route, nice catch, but really good job after the catch, too. He was smelling the end zone, wanted to get in so bad, just gets knocked out of bounds right before the goal line. But right now, this quarterback has a lot of confidence when he's thrown to this guy.
1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to make a game of it. He's looking to pass. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly in this part of the field.
Got stopped on first down. They'll try it again from the 2. Wants to throw again. Dumps it off in the flats. Touchdown, Knights! Somehow they fought all the way back, and it's a one-possession game. Well, we wondered exactly where the momentum was, and it looks as if Uncle Mo might have switched sidelines and switched families.
And momentum is such a big thing. It's such a real part of college football, isn't it? You can just feel that right now. Just felt a few minutes ago like this game was over, and all of a sudden, this team, they're believing in themselves. They've got some wind. They've got some hope. Their defense now needs to get the football back to keep that momentum going.
Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and that could be big as it draws him to within a field goal. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but he found a couple of cracks in that cover team and gets it out to the 43. The Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position. Turning it on. Past the 30. 10. Touchdown Bulldogs. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Into the end zone for the 7th time in this game.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed them for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. And with that kickoff going out of bounds, they will get great field position to start. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
He might want another play. To the air, it's Jenkins. Hauls it in. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
And plays like that at this point of the game just aren't going to work. You can't throw short in the middle of the field where guys get tackled and the clock starts ticking. You got to be thinking, we're throwing to the sticks or we're throwing near the sidelines so guys can get out of bounds.
The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44.
Bingo, Ruben, bingo, Ruben.
From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. Breaks into the open. And he's out of bounds, but not before a good, sizable pickup, and that has been a rare sight in this one. They absolutely had to have that 3rd down to keep any glimmer of hope alive.
And defensively, that's exactly what I want. Make you get the 3rd down. The clock is your enemy. Multiple possession lead. That is right where I want this offense.
Handoff for Watson. Trying to pound their way forward. He picks up a couple to the 31.
Winning first down is such a big deal on defense. Like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Got him downfield. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, UCF! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
On to attempt the try. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they top it off with a 31-yard toss for 6. Bulldogs will use their first timeout. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but not before he gets it out to the 40-yard line. Here comes the Bulldog offense out to start the drive. They've been outstanding the last couple of possessions, both times winding up in the end zone. Oh, he's got some space. The 20. He's at the 10. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Dogs. His 8th touchdown of the game. This defense not only searching for answers, they're still searching for that running back.
And searching for angles. My goodness, this dude, he runs so fast, he erases angles. People trying to catch him, they didn't realize how much burners he had. He kicked it in gear, and there was no getting it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Fielded in the end zone. It's Thomas. Not nearly as much running room as he'd hoped. He's out of bounds at the 13. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Set up for the first down play, and they're going to call a timeout and talk it over instead. They still have a couple of timeouts to work with in this final quarter. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. Could be an alley. Guided out of bounds at the 34, and the running game really coming through.
You see so many offenses these days just throw swing routes to the running back. That's the extension of the run game. Well, that's the play that's the extension of. It's the toss. And when he gets outside, watch out. He can dial up home runs.
Watson again. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And how are you guys not impressed with this defense, man? They've been so good. They've been all over the field. And they're about to make this a very one-dimensional offense. Like, the clock is ticking, right? And they're down, and they got to get aggressive. Still trying to run the football, but this defense, they've been a brick wall so far.
Looking downfield, it's Jenkins. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle. Following the completion, we get a stoppage to check out the injured player. There's never a good time for it, but man, do you hate to see it in the first game of the season. Come to the line at the 42, facing a 3rd and short. Quarterback making adjustments. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Gets open down the middle. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
The Knights will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go right back downfield. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. The short hands, it's Thomas. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
Now from inside the red zone. Caught in the backfield. It's Watson. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Knights! And after being in a huge hole, they're all the way back, just one possession away.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
PAT unit on the field. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they closed the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. They get him stopped, but not before he gets it out to the 40-yard line. They'll start this drive 60 yards in front of them from their own 40. They'll start on the ground with Frazier. Pickup of 5. It's now 2nd and 5. UCF wants to take a moment. They use their second timeout. They'll get together to decide how to play this second down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Frazier again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
And that's exactly what you would expect from this offense. Listen, when you're in that 1 to 2 minute range and you've got the football and you got a lead, it's smash mouth, it's keep that clock running, it's ground game. So interesting now on this third down what they do next, but we got to keep that clock moving.
Might have a chance. He's at the 10. He is in. Touchdown Bulldog. His 9th touchdown of the game.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point extends the lead to double figures at 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they knew how to close the deal, rolling double nickels and the 55-yard touchdown run. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll start on the ground with Duke Watson. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's Jenkins. He wants a big play here late. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And this defense is doing exactly what I would do. Like, bring in more DBs, like rush the passer and play the pass. So how is this offense going to take advantage, make some plays, because they've got to do it now.
Behind the chains now on second and long. The offense changing the play. Second down, they'll go to the air. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
And this offense has another opportunity to put a scoring drive together. They've done a really good job, man. Their defense, it's been okay. Like, giving up a lot of points. Now they're in a situation where can you be clutch? Can you come up big in a 2-minute situation when you really need to?
It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his big tight end. He won't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.